Hey everyone. Okay. This is from the old hot tub. The old pump motor from the old hot tub, the very first hot tub I had. It stopped working. Recall issues. I had nothing but problems with it. Okay. I get this Best Way hot tub from Amazon. And it is a Solar Spa Mad Red hot tub. There's the pump motor. It's been off for like 2 days now, and it's like at 81 degrees, so I'm not worried about turning it back on. Best Way has a recall on said pump motor. I had the same problem with the very first hot tub, and they kept just sending me crappy pump motors until I said screw it, and I just got done with the other one, and I bought this one. This one was about $10 more. I've had Best Way products before, never had any problems. Get this hot tub, it'll be 2 years in January. Never had a problem with this. The only issue that I had with the pump motor once was it gave me an error code for heat warning, but that was in July and it was running. Because I only keep it off for like 3 to 4 days at a time, and then when it gets down to like 68, 69 degrees, I kick it back on. It's been off for a couple days now and it's down to 81. I got it set at 102. Best Way, their suggestion is to fill out the recall notice. I did everything that they said. Well, then they want you to write the confirmation number of the recall that they send you in your email. They want you to cut the cord. They want you to drain the entire tub. All before you get a new pump. This is all before you get a new pump. Then after you cut the cord, you have to send the cord back in like a bag of some sort. You have to send the pump back. Great. You do all that. Well, they don't tell you you have to pay for shipping. Because I spent like 20 minutes on the phone today. But you get a replacement pump motor. Yeah, but you're charging me for shipping. You're charging me to send the old one back before you send a new one out. That means that this inflatable hot tub is going to be worthless. It's going to be dirty and everything else. And I'm not going to be able to get water back in it because it's going to be drained. Because we don't have a hose hooked up because it's almost into winter now. And they finally issued the recall yesterday. When these same hot tubs have been out since 2021. From 2021 through 2024, this pump motor has been a fire hazard. So what I asked them, I said, is it going to hurt being outside? Because it's something with the thermal fuse on the inside of it that trips because it overheats and it just catches on fire. The only thing that's around it is this foam, because it's technically not real close to the house. But their suggestion was send it back, all this other stuff. So I complained. I said this is ridiculous, because they want a picture of the entire pump motor with the label and the little writing on the back to show that it's been cut and all this other stuff. Great. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go through all that trouble, then filling this back up with water, balancing the chemicals, getting it right back up to the temperature that it needs to be at before it gets even colder out and it freezes. So what she did on the phone, the woman from Best Way, she escalated my concern. Because I told her, I said, I'm not sending it back when it still works and it's not giving me any problems. I said, I only had a heat warning, and I said, but it sits outside, and I said, that was in July. I said that was 6 months after owning it, and I said it's never given me a problem since. Well, then she goes, well, do you use the tub very much? I only use it in the winter months when it's cold out. I get done with the route and I'm hurting. I get in here for about 10 minutes and I soak in here for 10 minutes. I turn the pump off after I'm done, and then it's not used the rest of the year. But it's only used in the winter months. It's only used like 3 days a week from December to March. So 3, 6, 9, 12 days a month at the most. So again, it's not used heavily. I would understand if I used this hot tub constantly. Then I would say, yeah. But I explained to him, I said, it doesn't get used only 3 months out of the year. I love this hot tub. I've had it. It'll be 2 years in January. I'm not going to cut the cord, send it back, send the pump motor back to find out that, well, even though yours is part of the recall, there was nothing wrong with yours. Why bother? They escalated it to management, and management is supposed to contact me whenever they get a chance. And they're going to let me know what they can do. Because I told them, I said, I am not sending this one back and draining my pump, my tub, until I know for sure that they're going to send me a new one. Because I'm not going to go through all that hassle, headache, everything to send this back to find out, oh, well, we're not going to replace it. They want you to do way too much for this stupid recall. Because she goes, well, we need the entire picture of the pump. There's nothing wrong with this pump. And if it does have a issue, it's on a GFCI outlet, and it has a GFCI plug. So if it senses there's a problem, it trips it. Because when it came up with the heat warning, it tripped it and it shut it off. So I feel I'm not going to do what they want the recall to do until they let me know one way or another that they're going to either replace the pump without me sending it back. Because I'll do everything that they ask if they send me the replacement pump first. Then I'll submit the pictures once I get the replacement pump to them on this one. But I'm not going to go through all that trouble when this one, it's full of water. And yeah, the water's a little cold, but it's not like extremely cold. I'm gonna set it at like 95, because it's not going to take that long to heat up. But I don't really have any problems with this. But they want me to go through all this other trouble just to get a new pump. She goes, well, it was a batch that was made from 2021 to 2024. If I have to, I'll just buy a new pump for this and then do the recall on it myself when I get the new pump, and then I'll follow the directions. That's the only other option that I'm thinking of, is just buy a new pump for this, which is about $150, $200. Just buy a new pump and then them give me a credit, because that's what they said that they'll do if you buy a replacement pump. Because that may be the best option. Because I don't see anything wrong with this one yet. But I'm going to stop it right here. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.